Hello, everyone. Sorry, let me try that again. Hello, No, that's not the right voice. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tales of Initiative. I don't know if I'm doing this right. And Sunset over Vengalia. This is our pre-Halloween special episode for all of you Vengaliites, Vengalese, Vengalores. For all of you people who love Tales and this show specifically. We're so glad you are here. It's episode 40, guys.
Woo!
It's kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal. I'm pretty excited. We're only like 3 or 4 weeks away from our 1-year anniversary. Like, that's nuts.
That's insane.
Because didn't we start
exciting.
It was right after your birthday or right before your birthday that we started previously, right, Haley?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Don't you mean
Haley's
Dustin?
birthday is, Dustin. Sorry, Dustin. No, I'm talking to you, Haley. You don't have to, whatever. Gosh. Whatever. In case you guys couldn't already tell, we've decided to change things around and portray each other's characters.
Sure.
Just Dustin.
Thank you. This is really good. Yeah, or just me.
Godlin.
We are really
What?
good. This is why we run these things.
I
Colin.
didn't even know we were
Oh.
doing that.
That's why you have it up
This is
ready.
this is what I get for writing a seamless intro. Hey,
this
audience,
is the ad
you're
spot.
enjoying
This
this.
is
You
the
gotta
ad
give me the
spot.
ad spot. In case you haven't figured it out, we're doing the ad spot, everybody. Sponer alert in the building.
Hopefully this doesn't get confusing.
Nah, we'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh, and we should do a real quick. That's too small. A real quick message. I think we should do
We are killing it, guys.
Professionals.
I had it smaller so it wouldn't wash me out, and then I lost half the bloody sentence. Dad, we should do it quick. We should do a quick message from our sponsors.
Sure. First off, we have TA Maps. They make a really cool map building game where you as community. Wait, no. Was that?
And then there's Level 1 Gamers. They make GM-less role-playing game that's perfect for beginners that aren't quite ready to jump into the GM seat, hence the name.
Yep. And don't forget about Fernway Dice. They create tons of TTRPG content for 5e, Thirsty Sword Lesbians, and their blog features system agnostic advice.
Isn't that day 20?
No, silly. Day 20 makes beautiful resin dice, hence the name, for 20 sides on a dice.
Wait. No. This isn't right.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, no.
Toy!
Okay, yeah, this definitely is causing some confusion. So, when in doubt, just check the links in chat for all the information on our fantastic, amazing sponsors.
It's that way.
Is it?
There it is.
It could be
Chat's
anywhere.
that side. Chat's that side for me.
Yeah,
I'll just.
it that way.
It's anywhere on the screen. Just click the links.
It's in all spaces at all time.
All right. Well, we love our sponsors, so thank you to all of you for all that you do. And it sounds like the beginning of like a jingle. To all you are and all you do, nope, that's not it. That was the AFV intro song from back in the day. I don't know. Anyway, guys, we have some other really cool shows. We have Tales of Misadventure on that runs on like Tuesdays, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. We have this one today, Sunset over Vengalia, your favorite. Hopefully,
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
It is. Tomorrow we have Tales of Misadventure. Yes.
Tomorrow we have Tails Does Tales.
Tales does Tales.
Yes.
I was confusing things still because that's what we're doing.
Yeah, where I try and kill Dustin. And by Dustin, I mean Haley.
And
Dark
Friday,
Age.
in general, we have TPK, unless something, TPK on Fridays, which is always good. So that's a thing. And then Sundays, I think we're off on Saturday. We give you Saturday off. But Sunday, we have started Dawn of Vengalia, which is being run on the Level Up Advanced 5e system. We're 2 episodes in, and it's about to get so cool. So make sure you check it out. They are in the middle of kind of like a whodunit so far. There was a person, murder most foul was done, or was it? We don't know. Somebody's died, and
Someone killed a bird.
no, that was a halfling.
I got
But it might have been a bird. It might have been a bird that killed them. You don't know. We'll have to find out. So that's on Sundays.
If the foul was a crow, then it was murder by murder.
Murdered by a murderer of murderers. Anyway, I think that's enough
You
of that.
didn't
Go
know.
check out our shows. Go check out our past episodes. We have lots of them. Go check out our merch. We have some cool merch. But also, just show love to our sponsors because we love them. And I think that's enough. Let's do this. It's episode 40. I want to get there. I want to do this. Let's get your snacks, get your beverages, get your snuggle buddy, and let's
Toilet grapes.
From berries.
It could be anything. I don't know. I can't even remember what it is, so I just.
Bathroom berries.
There it is. Bathroom
bathroom
berries.
Bathroom snacks.
Bathroom snacks.
Bathroom olives.
There
Oh
it
my
is.
god, that was it.
Toilet olives.
we go to the sunset over Vengalia. When last we left off, 2 weeks ago, because last week we had a fun spoopy one-shot where I slapped a bunch of scary baby robot things. The heroes had been wandering around the Dinwig Market district of Seison, visiting several shops, exploring, killing some time while they waited for the summons from the council. While wandering through the streets, a child steps on the corner of Nemeia's cloak accidentally, pulling back and revealing her infernal heritage and scaring the child. Embarrassed, Nemeia pulled away apologetically, but Edi and Void quickly came to her defense. Void ends up sending the children running when they change their face into the face of a devil. And also making the child mess themselves. Afterwards, after making sure that Nemeia is okay, they head to the Ordinary Stone, a jewelry store, where Nemeia is able to find the value of the necklace that she had found in Loch Hilbrand, but is told that due to the potentially questionable nature of her finding the necklace, and she did find it, which she did find it, we all acknowledge that it was found, but the jewelry store owner can't take that chance and will not buy stolen jewelry. They look around, inquire about some items before they leave, and then head to the Cobalt Forge, a blacksmith known for their high quality and magical weapons, as Quoras wants to know more about what's going on with Eulogy, as it seems stronger than before. This leads to a most memorable line. Void, do you remember that line?
Well, first of all things are possible through our Lord and Savior Matrix.
Which is true. Don't forget that. But the blacksmith, whose name was, let me pull that. I've got Aldym Maurmeril, is not able to determine what's going on. His weapons don't generally, once broken, repair themselves, even though all things are possible through Matrix. He refers them to a wizard, Chenwan, who is somebody that she uses regularly to help with her enchanting of weapons when she's dealing in magical weapons. Also suggests the church might be a possible option since this weapon seems to have been blessed by the gods previously. She also informs Void, hey, if you're willing, I'd love to help you experiment with some new kinds of ammo for your weapon. She'd done some work on that kind of weapon in the past and is excited about the possibility of doing so again in the future. After this, they return to Those Buns Dough to pick up the sweet dessert that Edi had ordered, and Void helps to name it Cake. CACE, which stands for copious amounts of confectionery excellence. Finally, the time arrives. Everyone heads back to Hanging by a Thread, the clothing store, to meet up with Sandrew, to begin the adventures in manscaping for Void, Quoras, and Sandrew, while Edi, Nemeia, and Adriell head to the garden maze in Swallield Gardens. At the spa, which was called Go With The Flow, the trio meets Chauncey, a massive man who is responsible for muscle manipulation. And then afterwards, they transition to a much more proper room. I don't know what's the best way. It's the manscaping room, during which they encounter Natalie, Cindy, and Charity. And Cindy and Charity happen to be twins, which during this waxing and trimming and mani-pedi hair cutting, Void asks Quoras, what is love like? Which leads to Quoras opening up about love and the joys and pains that go along with it.
Mostly pain.
Mostly pain, especially when they try to kill you.
Physical. Stabbing pain.
After while that's going on, the ladies have made their way to the maze and decide that they are going to have a race from one edge of the maze to the center, which is a giant fountain, which Nemeia, in the process, disturbs a hive of bees that is used for harvesting honey for some of the local businesses. But Edi, quick thinking as ever, pulls out her Mace of Terror and intimidates all of the bees back into their hive. The race proceeds with Edi jumping over ledges with a single bound, or hedges with a single bound, Nemeia taking flight, and and Adriell just running around. I'm not entirely sure what Adriell's plan was, but Nemeia ends up winning the race to the center of the maze. But while on her own path, Adriell hears a voice of somebody going, "Oh gods, oh gods, oh gods, oh gods, oh gods," and encounters a young man looking for some chickens that had fallen off the back of a cart. He encourages them to help him to find them, and they take up the cause, but not before they are interrupted by some city guards who are confused about the fact that the cart was left in the middle of the street, blocking. They all begin a race against the guards to try to find the chickens beforehand. When they come upon them, Nemeia is the first to encounter them. She discovers that they are abyssal chickens, and rather than preserving them, Nemeia ends up killing them because they are attacking her, and then the same also happens with Edi killing her chickens. While the search for the chickens is going on, Adriell sees a familiar face, somebody that she used to be very close with, and chases after her. Her friend Clix manages just to stay ahead of her for some distance and goes into an alley when Adriell finally is able to confront her. They have a brief exchange regarding Adriell leaving and how she left Clix behind to suffer without her. Adriell apologized profusely, and she ended up saying, "Look, I'm back, and I'm going to fix things, I promise." And Clix said, yeah, you are. You're going to fix things." Just as Adriell started feeling her eyes get heavy and sleepy, and she collapsed. She falls to the ground, unaware that people are dragging her away. While that was going on, Edi and Nemeia were essentially playing keep away from the guards. And that is where we pick up today. Edi is in the middle of the maze, Nemeia with her, unaware that Adriell has not shown up, and the guards are chasing them around trying to catch up with him, because somebody needs to answer for these abyssal chickens and why they are there. What? Why are you running? Quit! Stop moving!
What is going on? What even are these things?
They're just chickens. Just chickens that
Chickens with teeth?
you know, all chickens have teeth. They're just harder to see sometimes. You don't really. Have you looked in the mouth of a chicken before?
No, I haven't. I definitely haven't. You'd be right, Nemeia. They're kind of chickens.
The
Those
only
look
thing that they
good.
The only thing about these things that resemble a chicken is the sound that they made.
Well, I mean, that's the definition of what makes a chicken, right? They go bruck bruck, right? That's all it takes.
That sounds like a pretty
Chickens
good answer to me.
do not always kill you.
You know, I mean, there's people who are allergic to poultry, and it will kill you if you eat it. So, I mean, is it really that different?
I'm just gonna shove the 2 chicken bodies that I have into his hands.
Those are not any kind of chicken that I have ever seen. You're gonna need to come with us, and if you say you know him,
No, we don't know him.
I never said we knew him.
I'm pretty sure that somebody said you knew him.
No.
Where's the other one? She was the one.
Probably. Yeah,
Oh, I do.
she knew him. She's probably still in the maze looking for more. Those.
Yeah, Nemeia, fly up and see if you can see her.
Fine. I will fly up
You don't have to.
40, 50 feet and try and see if I can see Adriell.
Okay. As you fly up, go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception. It was a natural 20 for
Nice.
21.
As you look all around, you don't see sign of her anywhere.
I'll land. I think she chased them out of the maze. How many of those chickens did you lose?
This is all of. There's just 3 in this crate.
We got 2 though, didn't we? Or did we get 3?
You got all 3. You have 1,
Okay.
and Nemeia has 2.
Okay. Well, we did it then. There's your chickens. Let's find Adriell. I want to send a message out.
Yeah.
A message spell.
Okay.
Hey, Adriell, it's Edi. Reply, where are you?
There's no response.
Do you think she's playing hide and seek?
Maybe, but there's not a lot of places you can hide from up there in a maze.
Maybe she'll meet us back at the room. Maybe she could saw someone that she knew.
Maybe. I mean, she was trying to avoid people, so yeah, maybe she fled, wasn't able to tell us.
Yeah. I'll just keep flicking out the same message as we walk back and see if I can get a response from her.
And the range on
Yeah.
message is basically unlimited, right?
No, it's
No, that's only 100
120 feet, I think.
Okay, yeah. That's
yeah.
right.
It's not
it's
that far.
Ending. Yeah,
Sending is unlimited.
Yeah, 120 feet, that's it.
gotcha. Perfect.
Don't have sending.
Gentlemen, if you'll excuse us, you have this to deal with. We need to go clean ourselves up and find our friend.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be leaving. There's still questions to be had. What is your
And
association with this gentleman? He said you were friends.
We were friends. We're friends with the person that said that she was friends with him.
We don't.
We
I've
actually-
never seen him before. Really, maybe 5 minutes ago. And then now.
Make a persuasion check.
Can Edie have advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. – 18.
Well, I'm sorry, what was that?
18.
Well, this is highly unusual. We normally would take everybody involved, but this is stupid and the things are dead. And so, if you...
Well,
I know he is associated with the restaurant. You, I don't know. We'll let you go. Keep your nose clean while you're here in Seison.
okay, we will.
I'm gonna grab Edie by the wrist and book it.
Start running. Skipping, actually. She skips behind Nemeia.
Where are you guys headed?
Once we're just sort of out, I'm just gonna take Edie away from the guards, out of earshot, as far as I think we need to be.
Stay around here, though, because Quoras and Void are meeting us back here, right?
Yeah, and maybe Adriell will make her way back to us. I don't want to go too far, but Edie, that looks like it hurts.
Yeah, it does.
I'm just gonna like
His
try and like
face is bleeding.
try and find the cleanest part of my cloak and just like start wiping and cleaning around the wounds. Do you still have that potion I gave you?
We want to waste a potion?
I can make more.
Just give me. Can I? And he's gonna put her hand over her face, and she casts Cure Wounds on herself. She gets 15
Or you
hit
can
points
do
back.
that.
Nice.
The potions are expensive. I can get my magic back when we sleep tonight.
But I can make them for a lot cheaper than what people sell them.
You can make them?
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, it's
How much healing
not
does
as
a
in-
healing potion do?
a standard
If you're asking, it's
2d4
2d4 plus 2,
two?
yeah.
2d4 plus 2.
I mean, they're not as strong as your magic. I mean, wow. But they're alright in a pickle.
My magic's sometimes strong and sometimes not. It just depends. Should I have the potion then?
I mean, if you feel like you need it, those wounds look pretty closed up now.
They're alright now. I'll save it.
Okay. Just remember, if you need it, use it.
I will. I'll remember. I didn't realize how hard those chickens bite.
Yeah, they're not normal chickens. They really hurt.
Well, you
I've never
guys are...
seen a chicken before. I don't think. Maybe?
Did you guys ever do any kind of checks on those to see what they were?
No.
If you
Just
want,
whatever we
you-
saw when
if
attacking.
You want, yeah, if you want, you can do like a religion check or something of that nature, or arcana check.
Oh, I think I did, but I rolled really poorly.
Okay. If you did, then we
Edie
can let
knows
Edie
nothing.
go. Okay, perfect.
Pretty sure I rolled poorly.
Yeah, I think so too. I thought I remembered it. So, as you guys are sitting around having the discussion, you hear the sound of a cart pulling up towards the northern portion of the maze, and the voices of Void, Quoras, and Sandrew. But they're a little bit away from you guys.
Do we want to go meet them, or do you want to send Void a message, or wait for them to come to us? What are we doing?
I don't know. What happened? You seem very concerned. I don't understand.
Well, those chickens stinking hurt, and
Mhm.
really sure I sprained my ankle trying to crush one of them.
Oh,
And
you okay? Do you need healing?
I'll be fine. It's okay. But where the hell is Adriell? And like, the kids saw my wings and they called me a devil, and then I just flew over the maze. Like, that's exactly what I wanted to avoid.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked you to fly.
No, it's not your fault.
I
mean,
think it's
have them. I may
cool.
as well.
I think you're
Thanks.
very cool.
Thank you.
Who cares what
Yeah.
anyone else thinks?
I usually, well, I never used to,
I know.
but you've seen what I can become whenever I get too emotional.
Protective, strong, amazing, inspiring.
Edi,
What?
overly aggressive.
Yeah,
what I-
but that's how you win fights.
Yeah, but it's also how I get myself into a lot of trouble.
But you taught me to stand up for myself, and I've saved myself and you guys lots of times because of it. And if you
Absolutely.
hadn't shown me that, then I wouldn't have been able to do it. You helped me not be scared.
Okay.
Have more faith in yourself, Nemeia.
I am trying, Edi. I really am.
I'll do enough for the both of us for now.
Okay. I appreciate that.
It's okay. Was that a chorus coming out of the carriage in Void?
I think I can hear them. Do we want to go meet them or just wait until they find us?
Maybe let's hide and scare them.
Okay. We hide.
We hide.
Okay, as you hide, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Edi's holding all of her bells.
You're still at disadvantage.
Oh, it wants me to hide. 18.
I got a 10.
At disadvantage,
10.
it's an 18, and you're
Yeah, I
straight
got,
rolled
I
a 10.
got an 18 and a 15, so 18.
With disadvantage.
Yes, because 15 plus 3.
Oh, gotcha. An actual. There we are. And then what are your guys' passive perceptions?
13.
Oh, they say me.
So as you approach,
It's just sticking out.
Nemeia's
Because
horns, are just like sticking out. Edi's like tucked in, hiding fairly well. Quoras and you're really the only one that's changed from all of that because Void can do whatever Void wants. Why don't you go ahead and describe to them what they're seeing as you approach
Cool.
the makeover that you've had?
Yeah, I mean, mostly Chorus just looks paler. Like he doesn't have a sheen of dirt now over top of the extremely pale skin. And I think we said he's wearing the like robes that they had.
You're not
like
not
just
the
like
robes,
the spa
essentially
attire.
like almost like scrubs.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Like white,
Because
almost like cream colored.
his other clothes were just falling apart, so he doesn't have those anymore. And then his hair is cut super short on the sides, and then in like a small ponytail, with just like an undercut, in like a disconnected undercut now. That's what his hair looks like. So from the long kind of flowing wild child hair to an actual looking presentable haircut. Yeah. From Taylor as Chorus to me as Chorus when I get a haircut. Perfect.
Perfect. There we go. We were just setting up. We were waiting for this moment
Yeah.
to be able to set that up. All right.
Exactly.
the two of you do see Nemeia again trying to hide in the bushes rather unsuccessfully as you approach.
Void, at the last second before they got out of the cart, has changed themselves to be just weird clumps of hair all over. That is the same color as Chorus's hair. I didn't know they could do
Okay.
this, but they just gave it all to me.
And Sandra's just, darling, you're just being so ridiculous right now.
It's fun to be ridiculous. Everyone's normal.
This is very true. Where are those ladies we're looking for? We're supposed to have our picnic. And then they kind of see your horns. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna cast light on Nemeia's horns.
No! I get scared. Edie's like,
Oh, Edi still has dark vision. That she'd be like, ah!
There they
oh
are.
my god, that's so bright.
That's cheating. Not as easy for me as it is for you guys.
Should work on your hiding a bit.
Sorry, it's
It was a
my
last minute
haircut.
decision.
what was that, Nemeia?
Already forgotten.
Perfect.
Sorry.
I think you said it was a last minute decision.
Oh, yeah. It's early here.
It's a good excuse.
It's going to be even earlier in like 2 weeks when we have our time zone change again.
Oh lord.
No, it goes the opposite way.
Oh, is it better for you guys? Okay, good.
Yay.
All right.
Anyway,
Well, where's Adriell?
not sure.
She's doing a better job of hiding than we were.
Much better.
When did you see her last? Hey,
At the
can I-
center of the maze.
Can I make a perception check or something to see if I can tell that they're injured or
Um,
have been in a fight?
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of signs. You don't need to make any roll.
Okay.
You see that there's slashes and dried blood and whatnot
Edie's still
on their
got
skin.
cuts and blood on her. She's not completely healed up.
Did something
Nemeia is
happen?
favoring a foot.
What
Chickens.
happened to you two? Chickens.
Mm,
Yeah.
with teeth.
And weird long tongues and no feathers and just. Ugh.
Yeah.
Their bite was definitely worse than their cluck.
That sounds like a good time under different circumstances.
I'm not even going to touch that one because that's chickens you're talking about.
Oh,
Killed Haley again.
Haley's dead. Yeah.
Void, very, quickly, you see them do the somatic gestures and just taps Nemeia on the shoulder and then retreats a little distance. And you get 8 hit points back.
Oh, thank you.
And at the same time, Chorus walks up to Edie, lays a hand on her, and light kind of floods out, and Edie gets 7 hit points back. Look at us healing
Thanks.
everybody.
Everybody just heals everybody except Nemeia.
But she makes healing potions, so it evens out.
That's true. You all have some healing abilities now. I love it.
Except I don't have any.
Look, you can make them.
True.
So, are we
yes.
ready to picnic?
Yeah. We can wait for Adriell and see if she comes back.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
we should
she-
wait.
No, I mean, we'll eat.
Oh.
We'll save some food for her, maybe.
Oh, that's
I've got plenty of donuts.
Actually, Edie, where's the cake?
Oh no, I have to go find it in the maze. I dropped it when I went to tackle the chickens.
you dropped it right over by the fountain, though. It's relatively easy to find.
Oh, cool. I find the stick and cloth sack that I made and I drag the cake over.
Have the guards and everything left? The center
Yeah,
of the.
they've taken the guy. Yep.
Oh, yeah. The guy with the chickens got taken by the guards, by the way, guys.
Is there any way?
adventures are you on?
Is there any way Void could roll like an intelligence check to know what the heck these chickens are? I'll take
You can do
disadvantage
a-
since it's like
you can
proxy
do religion.
information.
Yeah, you can do a religion or arcana at disadvantage.
Okay.
I would do the same.
Well,
Don't ask Edie to explain the chickens. She doesn't even know what they are, they just know what they're called.
amazing.
The chickens.
With disadvantage because
Chickens.
one of them was a nat 20. I still got a 24 on Arcana.
Nice.
Nice.
And Quoras?
I got a 5.
Okay. Quoras, I mean, you don't pay much attention to chickens anyway because you're more about the land than about the, chickens have never been much of a threat to you. Void, as they describe the chickens, like that doesn't sound like any chicken I've ever heard. And then you think back to your recent encounters with devils and things of that nature. Like I've heard of demon chicken things. Oh my god, was that an abyssal chicken?
Do you know? Do either of you know where the chicken man was from?
Yeah? From the truck.
Didn't he say he worked at the glass chicken?
Yeah. Did he? Yes.
I think we
Yeah.
heard about that place earlier, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the goblin family.
It
So
might
that they
be,
go in there occasionally.
It might be worth checking that out. Not right now. Just those were technically
The
fiends.
goblins?
No, not the goblins. The glass
Oh.
chicken.
Ugh.
What time is it right now?
It is late. It is probably
Isn't late the best time to go check out somewhere?
like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well, yeah. If we wanted to break in and like commit a crime, yes. But I think since
But
we're in a
did you say
major
that they're
city,
fiends? That's devils, right?
devils or demons, or there's other types of fiends. I think.
We don't like devils.
No, we don't.
Oh my god, what if...
Void, with that roll, you would know they're not devils, they are demons.
These abyssal chickens would specifically be demons. So, like if
Not
we're been
related.
fighting peanut butter sandwiches, they're jelly sandwiches. Kind of the same but different.
So still sandwiches, but just different toppings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Different type of evil creamy center.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I didn't think that those chickens look tasty, though.
I never thought about eating a fiend before.
Well,
Well,
I think
So
if we're
we
going
only-
to the glass chicken, that's what we're gonna be eating.
sounds like it.
What was that chorus?
It's all meat underneath.
So are we not having the picnic then?
No, we should have a picnic.
No, yeah, I'm hungry.
Speaking
good.
of meat,
And Adriell might meet us back here.
Yeah. She knows we were here. That we were
Very
waiting
good,
for you
Ash.
guys.
Very good. I was really looking forward to this spread. We've got some delicious meats and cheeses and olives and pickles and
Yum.
you have donut holes, you said.
Yeah, but they're mine.
Oh. Well, then we still have meats, cheeses, pickles, olives, crackers. And they're not just mine. I'm going to share them with you.
Thank you. Edie starts piling up a little pile of bits and pieces on her hands. She pulls out 4 donut holes and puts them on the platter.
Void
that
changes
inventory?
to not have the weird tufts of chorus hair. Void is no longer a chorus Wookiee.
What was that?
Oh, it was just a prank. I thought it'd be funny if you thought that they took all of his hair and put it on me.
They didn't?
Nope.
That's disappointing.
You are silly, Void.
It was weird being escaped. Just because I can always do it myself, so.
What did they do?
Void looks at Chorus to see if he wants to share from his perspective.
It was very invasive, but the beginning part wasn't so bad. That was kind of worked my muscles and feel pretty limber now. But the grooming aspect was a bit painful. I had to
Painful?
cut my hair.
Oh,
Yeah,
We
I
like
took
the
some
haircut.
done without that.
No, thank you, Nemeia. It'll take some getting used to, but I think it'll fit in better here. I feel like since we're going to be talking to the council and all of that sort of thing, looking my best might be a good idea.
In this way, you don't have to change your markings or wear as much makeup to look different.
That's true.
so I
Although,
can see your markings more now that you're not covered in dirt.
yeah, Chorus also has short sleeves on for the first time, like ever.
Oh.
And so
Some guns?
he has lots of scars and more markings on his arms. So, and yes, he is very lean and ripped.
Would you recommend going there? Where did you guys go?
I don't.
It was a
know what
little
it's
place called Go With The Flow.
Yes, it's my favorite spot in town.
Well, I need a haircut.
Yeah, maybe the three of us could go, Edie. You, me, and Adriell?
Yeah,
Oh.
that
Wait,
sounds
we
like a
can't-
lot of fun.
We can't have these
It's
things
been a
showing us
long
up.
time since this has been brushed. She points to her beard.
Yes, it has.
I'd be happy to escort you there sometime, and you could go as my guests. And of course, by guest, I mean you still pay for yourself, but I introduced you.
So do we get discount?
Yeah.
They have
No, word of
they
mouth?
have a frequent membership card. Did you get that when you were there?
I didn't.
I don't know that I'll ever be going back.
Disappointing.
It was.
So what about the massages?
I'll figure that one out for myself. I don't know.
Well,
We'll see.
I could give you a massage whenever you needed.
Edie hooves. It's like a hot stone
Yeah.
massage, but with hooves.
She does some fire walking first, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
Edie's a one-stop shop
That
for
was
friendship
amazing.
and goat yoga.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if we get time, I wouldn't mind going.
as you guys are having your picnic and
should.
discussing this, who has the sending stone?
I do.
You feel it start to heat up,
What timing?
and
Does it
you
buzz
hear
and get a little ring of lights?
close.
Your
and
table
you
is
hear-
ready.
You hear a message. The council is ready to see you now. So if you want to just come to the castle, they're expecting you to be here. I told them what I knew, but and it cuts off.
Oh. When?
Oh.
When?
Yeah,
Speak.
well,
I just scream at the stone. Right now, it's late.
It is odd to like get asked to go to the palace this late at night.
Yeah?
I would think.
Adriel's not with us.
Send off another message.
No response.
Hey, Adriell, just checking in. It's Edi. Are you nearly back?
It's been gone a while now.
No response still.
I feel really uncomfortable.
Maybe someone at the palace could scry for her for us.
Oh. Oh, that's a good idea.
Edie, could I roll?
I really have...
Could I roll insight on you to see how much Edie may or may not be nervous about Adriell missing?
Yes.
I always roll low in these moments. 11.
He's not really hiding. She looks a little bit concerned, especially after you mentioned the chickens could have been devils or demons. She doesn't know the difference between the two, and because you kind of like lumped them together in that moment relatively, she's kind of like a bit concerned. Less concerned seeing as you put them as peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but still concerned.
She is capable, so I think it's maybe she just found old friends at the temple. I don't know.
The temple
Last
she was
time-
avoiding?
Yeah. And last time people found her, they weren't very nice to her.
Do we go
We'll
looking?
just keep
or
an eye out.
do we go for the summon?
We were planning to go to the temple district tomorrow anyway. Perhaps we make that part of our stop.
She knows where we're staying, so if she wants to find us, she can find us.
True.
How long until we start looking for her? What if she's just playing hide and seek and she's just really good?
I think she would have realized we're not actively looking for her in the maze right now. Do you want me to do another quick flyover?
No, it's okay. You don't need to.
I can.
I feel bad enough for the first time.
Don't even worry about it. People have seen me.
What? Well, take me up with you so then they know it's both of us.
Okay.
Nah. Edie's
Fly
like
up
got her
there.
arms out. She's just excited to go for a fly. She does not look for Adriell once.
As you
Perfect.
go ahead and make another perception check.
That's a dirty 20.
Still no sign of her from where you're at.
How could she have gone? I mean, she has like nice armor and a pretty cool weapon. Like, she shouldn't be this hard to spot.
Are there, I mean, it's like a pretty big city. Are there like rats and other creatures around that I can see?
In the garden, you
Or
can
just like just outside of it, or
you're
like,
just
where
outside-
birds?
There's absolutely going to be birds, but it's late at night, so the birds are all sleeping at this point.
Owls?
You can make a perception check, I'll say.
12.
With
I'm
where
just
you're
looking
at,
for any kind of creatures.
Yeah, it's really hard with where you're at right now. Maybe the population has driven a lot of the animals away. You're not finding anything right now. You can make like a survival check if you want to check for any tracks of Adriell specifically.
Where did you all see Adriell last? I can look around.
I think she went that way when we said we were going to start looking for the chickens.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
I'll go look over there.
So go over there. Are you going like towards the fountain?
Just wherever they told me Adriell was last.
Okay. From where they last saw her, it was kind of like northish of the fountain area. Go ahead. You can make a survival check there.
It's 14.
You see some tracks that probably do belong to Adriell. There's a lot of traffic in here, but some of the fresher tracks with your tracking ability, and what you know, the time you spent with her, you think these are probably hers, but it's a little hard to tell just based on the amount of traffic that goes through the gardens on a daily basis, especially through the maze.
Can I get any idea of like where the ones that I think are hers went or headed?
They are heading like west out of the maze towards the temple district.
It looks like perhaps she went this way. I can try to follow her trail. Do our best.
It could be bad to leave the council waiting.
Yeah, I
Yeah. I'm pretty
don't
sure
want to
that.
experience. Go, Edie.
No, I just remember it being mentioned that we should go when the council calls. We were concerned about that, not being together. So maybe we should just do it.
All
Yeah,
right.
but I don't feel right.
Plus, it's late, which means that there's gonna be secrets.
I don't feel right not going with Adriell. I mean, she was there with us. She helped fight them.
She's not missing, she's just gone. She'll be back. Same as Vix. I'm sure a letter will appear soon. It's fine.
That's what I meant. Like, she's not here right now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find her.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know what our priority should be.
I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper and leave a note for Adriell.
Okay.
And find like a twig or something and just like pin it into the maze somewhere that's easy to see.
Sure.
And in Celestial, I'm just gonna write, went to the council. If you need us, meet us back at our hotel, basically.
Perfect.
Good.
So, where are we going?
Well, I guess to the council. I wish I had different clothes, but this'll do.
Do you
I
want to?
can
You want my
help you
cloak?
with that if you like.
Have you got something, Edie?
And he pulls out the lengths of fabric in rainbow colors. She's like, pick your favorite.
Awesome. Chorus like grabs a piece of green fabric and wraps it around himself, kind of toga-like, and then I'm gonna take out my armor and put my armor back on, like my actual leathers, and just strap everything up. So now he's got like a over the scrubs a toga, and then over the toga armor.
Perfect.
Fabulous.
What an outfit.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see a picture of that. All right, so you guys are going to make your way towards the castle then?
Mm-hmm. Do we get a taxi? Cart?
Sandrew
So-
offers his carriage. It's like, well, since our picnic is being cut short, I'll give you a ride, but maybe we could pick this up again another time.
Maybe we could share the CACE on the way.
Ooh,
That
I
sounds
like
good.
that idea.
Edie, once we're on the carriage, she unwraps it, takes a big bite out of the cake, and passes it. Bite,
May I
pass.
just continue? Nemeia doesn't take a bite. She just continues to pass it.
Do you not like chocolate, Nemeia?
Sweets just make me feel heavy. And I'm nervous enough as it is right now.
That's fair.
Peas and crackers were nice.
So Void takes a giant bite of
Ooh, that
Cake.
had some fudge in it.
And brownie?
Oh, there's the brownie. Ooh, pie.
Pie? Yeah, what flavor pie is it? What flavor pie is in
I
there?
feel like it's
I
gotta be,
told
like,
you
cherry
before.
pie.
Yeah, it was like a. No, I think it was. Did we not write that in?
I just wrote down pie. I did
I
not
just
get
wrote
the
pie
flavor
too.
of pie.
I wrote the description, or I said the
It was a red
description.
velvet cake on the outside, but that
Was-
was it. It was just chocolate fudge and
No, I
Was
pie.
it chocolate
cake,
cake on the
red
outside? There was a
velvet.
red velvet on the inside.
I think there was some sort of berry, like coulis or something, in it to help break it up a
Yeah.
little bit.
That's what it
We'll have
was,
to
yeah.
go back and read. But
It's
yeah,
a
we'll
it's a
go back and-
cherry pie now, and it's
The
delicious.
fact that it's red velvet on the inside is hilarious. This thing is just a like creature
Yes.
with cherry pie filling and red velvet cake surrounded
It's
in
literally
chocolate.
oozing out the
Yeah.
chocolate.
It's like a dessert mimic.
Yeah.
Yum!
Ooh.
Oh, cherry ripe.
All right, you make your way through the streets late at night. Nobody is out right now except for guards. You arrive. Takes about an hour or so to get to the. You're muted, Taylor, unless you're just mouthing things.
No, that was just mouthed.
Okay. You arrive at the gates of the castle, and you are led up the stairs to the gate where there are a couple of guards standing there.
Nemeia has wrapped herself back up in her cloak and the hood is up.
State your purpose.
We got a call.
Yeah,
been-
Quoras holds up the sending stone.
We've been
Let's
summoned.
see. Well, very well. No hoods allowed. Faces must be exposed in the presence of the council.
Edie flips back her big hood.
Really?
No exceptions.
Fine. She doesn't take a cloak off, she just removes the hood.
That's all they ask is for your face to be visible. Very well. We will lead you in. And they take you into the castle, down just a main hallway. As you're walking in, take you down a right to like a meeting chambers, and inside, seated around a table, you see 7 figures that you don't recognize, and then you see the guard. Let me pull up her name again because it's been a little while. What was her name? Nemeia?
Alicia?
Alicia Kendrick, that's right. You see her standing there with him, just like, and she kind of like adjusts her hair. Before you see, let's see here, go through here. Female human, and she's wearing black dyed leather armor, a long cloak. You see a male human wearing like just a standard doublet bearing the Kendrill coat of arms, which is an owl on a field of white with a golden crown over its head. Vix, this one stands out to you, specifically as somebody you know who that is Dominic Godfroy, the general of the Seison forces, and you know them. You see a tiefling male, who by all appearances looks to be slovenly and unclean, standing there, or I should say sitting there. You see a human female as well, sitting there. She is wearing, it appears to be in her mid-30s with ivory skin, long brown hair, a very delicate neckline, but she's always wearing a scarf. She also has well-made clothes of her own design that she wears. You see a human cleric wearing white clerical robes that Quoras you would probably recognize as the symbol of Beatha, which is the goddess of life. You see another human male wearing just the robes of office and a chain around his neck with a lockbox at the end that he seems to constantly be fidgeting with. And then you see another female human wearing green tinted leather armor, her bow right next to her side, and a brace of daggers around her waist. And they all, please have a seat. The human that Void knows very well says,
Thank you. By the way, whenever the guard turned around to like escort us in, Void shifted their face to be like a cartoonish version of his face and like no hoods, blah, 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 to try and like lighten the mood for Nemeia. But their
It almost
their
gets to a
face is
point-
back to normal now.
Mm-hmm.
It would have gotten to one point where Nemeia's like gently slapped them on the shoulder, like, stop it. Like, I'm going to laugh and get us in trouble. Stop.
They shift their like they make their like skull bone kind of like arched out to make like a biological hood for a moment, and then like then slurp it back in. Ooh, the seat's cozy.
not intended to be cozy, it is intended to be efficient. You've been summoned here because apparently there are thanks to offer. First, for saving the lives of my patrol. I would like to thank you for that.
You're welcome.
No problem.
What we do, we're heroes.
Well, anybody can claim that title.
But
You
no,
showed.
No, that's
You showed.
our name.
That's actually an official business name. Yes.
Is it recorded in the annals of the business offices?
Not yet. That is something we should do while
Yes.
we're here.
Yes. You don't want anybody else stealing that name and then marketing themselves as heroes. That would be most unfortunate. The person who's fidgeting with the lockbox speaks up. Why did you do it, though? Nobody just does things for others with no... Are you expecting some sort of reward?
No,
I mean, rewards are
We're good.
nice.
that's true.
If you were thinking of giving us a reward, we are more than happy to accept one, but
We won't say
If
no.
you wanted us to give you a reward, then we could do that also. It's all about
No.
communication.
but you haven't done anything to deserve a reward.
Well, what if we're in trouble?
I don't think we're in trouble.
I think
No. Have you done something that would make you be... And the whole time, may I make a perception check?
Mm-hmm.
And actually, couple that with an insight check.
Okay, well, whatever the first one was you asked for is a 17,
Perception.
and insight,
Can I also make a perception check
Sure.
to see this? Hell yes.
mate, insight is incredible. It was a nat 1 for a 2.
The person with the lockbox, the chain, he won't stop looking at you, and he's looking at you, and you can see a look on his face that is one of... With your insight check, it's hard to say what it is. He's looking at you very confused. But he doesn't look happy. But he is definitely constantly staring at you and just looking.
Would we notice this?
You can all make a perception check if you want.
I rolled a 15 for a perception check.
Dirty
You
20.
do. You both
I got
see
a
that, for
natural
sure.
20.
Nice.
We all see it.
Everyone's on the in crowd except Nemeia.
No, she sees
No,
it.
no,
She
it's
just
just like-
doesn't understand.
Oh, she
it.
doesn't understand it.
Stop looking at me, stop looking at me, stop looking at
He
me.
knows that look. That's the look of hatred.
Can I?
Yeah, can we make insight as well?
Yeah.
Sure can.
Come on, don't roll low. Yes.
Oh. 14.
26.
Nat 1. Or 2.
You see him looking, you have no idea what it means.
Chorus is just angry that someone is being mean.
You have the same response. Why is it? I don't understand. Edi and Void, you both definitely recognize not hate. Hate is, but there is anger and mistrust and suspicion in the look that is being given.
Can
And
I?
Chorus is now just staring this guy down at the same time.
While Void's talking, they're gonna casually look around the room and on their persons to see if there might be any sort of like magic detection or anti-magic devices in the room.
So you're just kind of looking around.
Yeah, just like glancing around casually as they talk.
Sure. Make a perception check.
Out of the box.
Out of the box.
Out of the box. 21 on perception. And
You look around. You don't see any anti-magic measures in place. The room looks pretty empty. This is a pretty... basically, it's a room designed to just be as bare bones as possible to have information given and exchanged. In fact, they don't want magic that could potentially be used against them in this room as far as like blocking secrets they might have kind of thing. So no, nothing seems to be there.
Void's gonna just like kind of mirror the man's fidgeting with a little copper piece and is saying, well, I mean, I think like that's a pretty cynical worldview to hold on people. We saw people in trouble and we have expertise in sort of navigating dangerous situations, and we just leapt into the fray. It just felt natural. And I'm gonna try and cast a detect thoughts spell.
On
Well, I get
that
to keep.
person?
I just get to use detect thoughts, and it can roam around the room. But I'm gonna focus
Gotcha,
on him
okay.
first.
As you are speaking that, he's like, well, that's just so coincidental, right? So convenient that you just happen to be there. The woman in the tinted green leather armor speaks up. Ease off, Stead. They came to help when no one else probably would have. They saved the lives of several of the patrol. We owe them our thanks, not our suspicion.
This is also the second time we've fought these devils, so we're somewhat ready
That's-
for it.
What Alicia has told us. This is the main guy who was speaking earlier that Void recognizes. We actually would like to hear about that. Void, what was your roll? Or what is your spell? What is it? It's a saving throw, right?
It's not a saving throw yet. I get surface level thoughts
From everybody?
on that, specifically on that guy. I get to change
Okay.
it round by round, but on that guy, surface level thoughts.
The surface level thoughts are, you mean, is it her? Is she the one? Anyway, yes, you say this is the second time you've encountered them. Please, what is happening right now in our country?
Well, seems like you've got a devil problem.
Yep, infestation down to the floorboards. It looks like.
Big portals, lots of devils, very dangerous.
When did you say this all started?
It was like just
the-
after the king died, right?
It was just before. It was
Yeah, it was
around
also
that same
before.
time.
Right at the
Yeah.
same time then, as the king
Yeah.
died.
Wait. So, the king 6 weeks ago, about 7-ish weeks.
That sounds
Okay.
about right.
My birthday.
He looks over at the human sitting in the black dyed leather armor. Aldym, maybe you weren't so lax in your duties after all. And you see her shift uncomfortably and kind of cross her arms. I never slack in my duties, Dominic. Look, even a master of secrets can only know so much.
Could
But
I
if
have
it wasn't...
Could I have
Go ahead.
switched my detect thoughts over to Dominic and then to this Aldine character in that time?
Sure. Dominic was essentially... The base between them both was essentially she was responsible for not catching the killer or catching wind of a killer attempt, an assassination attempt, and she's you know that right now she's feeling like she's kind of in disgrace over letting something happen to the king. And it wasn't. If it wasn't, maybe they're related. Maybe it wasn't the elves or the dwarves. The tiefling is sitting there quietly, and he speaks. Devils are rare in the best of times. If you are encountering them on the material plane, that is most disconcerting. What were they? Where did you experience them first?
Well, I mean, technically, I guess it was at that dinner party. Has anyone noticed anyone that you know acting differently?
What do you mean, acting differently? Speak plainly. This is not the place for cryptic messages.
Well, I just didn't want to levy accusations on anyone, even accidentally. Is anyone acting as if they aren't themselves? We've been dealing with a particular fiend that is likely a shapeshifter, or at least capable of engaging in glamours.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Valentor.
Balance.
You asked me.
Balantor's a little nothing community. Why would...
You should have received word from its magister.
Hmm?
Yes, we...
The real
we did,
Magister Aaron?
we
Please
did get
stand up.
word. We did receive word. So you encountered them there in Balantor. What was your experience like? What was... Please, give me the details. We need to know if this is a emerging threat. It appears...
He took his face and we did a dinner party like 7 times.
There were so many eels.
And a bell.
Basically, they were impersonating Magister Aaron, and we got stuck in a time loop. We managed to break out of that, and then we found a portal in the swamp, and we closed it. And can someone else please start talking?
Oh yeah, we went to the swamp to save the boy, and then we went into a room with a tree, a seed, and then we made a tree, and then we made the tree a seed, and then a portal, and then we broke the chains.
Okay, let's maybe find a balance between that and what you were giving me earlier. Let's maybe put it together in, like, I don't know, like an abridged version where I get the details without all the details, like the important things. Give me the meat and potatoes. I don't want the rolls right now. I'll use those later to clean up the gravy.
Void's going to shift detect thoughts back onto Stead and is going to say, well, I mean, it's hard to know which is the important part. That's sort of the joy of a mystery. It's all just data until you know which part is the meat. Like if you somehow suspected that there was someone wandering around doing evil things, we would not want to know who she was or who you thought she was. And Void is trying to prompt more thoughts on that same train that they heard before.
His surface thoughts are still very much, it is, what are the odds? Why would it be her? Why would she come back if it was her? But it has to be, doesn't it?
So basically, if there's anything you know that would help contextualize all of the data that we've been seeing, you could tell us, and then we'd be able to tell you a better, brief, concise explanation of what we've been seeing.
You've done a good service for us by saving the troops. We are in your debt for that. However, I do not know that we can trust you enough to open up all of our secrets. We are asking for a report for your encounters. If you wish to not give us any more information, that is your right. But we ask that you not leave the city until we have a full story.
We've given you our full story.
Mm-hmm.
We've encountered 2 portals and a weird
See,
shape-shifting fiend, and we've
okay, the
closed
portals.
both of them.
How did you close
Yes.
them?
Very
Broke the
carefully
chains.
and with proprietary skills.
We didn't almost fall in not once.
Definitely not.
Mm-mm.
And if we're being
Or throw a
vague,
sword in.
if you can forgive me for speaking plainly, if we're being vague, it's because we're sensing a little bit of hostilities and suspicion. And we've done nothing but show goodwill and report when asked. Void is keeping eye contact on Stead the whole time as they say that.
Quoras
The-
also has not broken eye contact with him the whole time.
He's squirming a little uncomfortably in his seat at the attention. Dominic speaks up. There's no suspicion towards you thus far, though your hesitance to answer could cause some suspicion. We are... And then he notices the two of you just staring at Stead. Is there something going on here that I'm not aware of?
Feel
we
like
don't
you should ask
know-
a friend.
Oh gods. We don't know what's going on with the portals. Just there was a shape-shifting fiend in Bellantor that was parading around as the Magister, and oh shit, he appeared again in Loch Hilbrand and stole 2 of our friends. And then when we were on our way here, we just stumbled across another portal and felt it was the right thing to do to save the troops. That's it. We broke the chains, we closed the portal.
It really was just serendipity.
It seems like it was all right place, right time. Thankfully, you were able to handle the job.
That's what heroes do. Someone stop me talking.
Where others see coincidence, I see providence. We were meant to help.
Very good.
Quoras just sighs. Like,
Look, it's late. I think the best thing to do would be allow us time to process. Please, we would like to speak with you again. If we have any more questions, are you going to be staying in town for a while?
Mm-hmm.
As long as we can, we're running short on funds.
Yeah.
All of them turn and look at Stead. Fine. 500 gold sufficient?
Yeah.
each.
No, not each.
Yes.
Total.
Oh,
Each.
that's a little less, but yeah.
That
I
should
love
at least cover our retainer. Thank you.
Edie's gonna like lean towards Void and be like, the chickens?
Maybe we might want to follow that up ourselves and then have even more information.
But a reward, right?
Reward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy so
Donut
much cake.
hole, and Edie holds out the bag to everyone on the council.
The tiefling reaches in with a dirty hand and
Oh,
like
yes.
pulls one out, and he's like, "This looks delightful,
one?
thank you." And
You're
he
welcome.
samples it for and then he reaches back in again, like with still some of like the frosting and glaze like from the donut hole in his hand, just keeps kind of reaching back in and pulls out like 3
Nice.
more. So a total of
3
4.
more. Jesus Christ. Okay.
You held the bag out there for him. He's
I know. I'm letting him.
Look.
I'm just updating my numbers on my side. Keeping track. Yeah.
The woman in the high the fancy dress kind of was playing with like a necklace on her around her neck, and she reaches in daintily and like grabs one and just nibbles at it, but gives like
I
a
like
nice
your necklace. It's
Oh.
almost as nice as the one that Chorus got me.
This is that is very nice. This is a vial of dragon blood, actually.
Why?
It's me later.
Okay. What was your name?
My name's Nura Borgia.
I'm
Nura Borgia.
Edie.
Edie, it's lovely to meet you.
Oh, I know.
You see her outfit right now is a flowing red gown with gems accenting a soft but sturdy emerald green slippers that are on her feet.
Ooh. Got such a pretty dress. Anyone else grab a donut hole?
No, the rest of them kind of
Okay.
keep their
I
distance.
shove my hand into like this half solid, now that's like really sticky chocolate jug, and I grab out like a handful of chocolate for the tiefling, and I just kind of like smear it on the leftover donut holes that he grabbed out for him. It's better like this. And I go sit back down again, licking the chocolate off my hands.
I'm gonna shift both gaze and detect thoughts over to Aldym. And I'll be like, so did you suspect foul play when the king died? There was some sort of little look between you two.
The king was murdered by poison, so of course we suspect foul play. That generally goes hand in hand.
No, but like, foul play above and beyond petty politics.
Why would we suspect anything beyond petty politics? Right now, we are running a kingdom. We are trying to figure out what's going on. We've not had time to try to pursue this course of action. We are on the brink of a war over the death of a royal majesty.
I was just asking. There seemed to be a look, and maybe I misinterpreted. I wasn't sure
Yes,
if you,
I'm
if
the
you
master
knew
of
about the fiends from
secrets.
elsewhere.
No, I'm the master of secrets. It is expected that I sniff this kind of thing out. The king was poisoned under my watch, so a little sensitive about this subject.
That's
Do
okay.
you have any fun secrets that we can know?
Anyway, I think the best thing to do is to get some rest, and we can address this again once we know more. We will... And then the tiefling looks and says, I will give some thought to who might be, or if anyone is, acting strange or different than normal. Yes, I think we all should. That's a good course of action, Grim. Thank you. All right, Dominic stands up. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your assistance. Keep the stone. Alicia just kind of like hands over hers. We will contact you if we need you again.
Hey.
Oh, where do we get our gold?
Dad pulls out a note and like writes on it and stamps it. You can give this to the guard on the way out. They will see to it for you.
Quoras just glares at him. Doesn't say anything.
All right,
We're free to go.
you are free to go.
Thank you. Stand up,
Wait.
walks out.
Void stands up and gives a very gracious bow.
It was
Thanks.
lovely meeting you all.
Mm-hmm.
As you are exiting, Void, you are approached quietly, privately, by Aldym. She pulls you aside.
Oh, good. I wanted to talk to you too.
Please.
Well, I was just making sure that I didn't mean to be rude. This, I think people overemphasize the failure of failure. Failure is just a part of success. So, ultimately, nobles usually have replacements, so I think you'll be fine in the long run. But you haven't found any evidence of fiends acting elsewhere?
I don't know if I can trust you, but I want to. Come see me tomorrow. I have a job that you can do for me. Maybe we can establish some trust for one another.
Okay, that sounds good. Out of curiosity, what makes you not trust me? And Void is...
I don't...
Actually, it's been more than a minute, so Detect Thoughts is probably gone.
I don't know you. There is no other reason. You've given me no cause to not trust you, but I am a keeper of secrets, and as such, I have to hold them close to the vest sometimes. But if I learn to trust you, then perhaps you can help me carry the load a little bit.
That makes sense. H.E.R.O.E always values secrets, and so do I.
You see a look of recognition when you mention H.E.R.O.E. Indeed.
Happy questing!
On the morrow, then.
Ooh, where are we meeting?
I will find you.
Ooh, spooky. I like it.
Very well. The guard, after you hand him the slip of paper, goes and fetches a small little chest that contains 500 gold. So you guys can add that to your inventory or split it up how you wish. And
Yay!
we will take our break.
Break time!
So come back in 10 minutes and we will pick this back up.
Bye, everybody!
See you soon. And we're back. Welcome back, everybody, to episode 40 of Sunset Over Vengalia. We are
4-0.
for the big 4-0. Our game's
Show is
now
now
over the
having a
hill,
midlife
everybody.
crisis.
It's over the hill.
I was going to
which
say
is
we're
why
entering midlife crisis.
we are all going through our midlife crisis moment.
That's why I got hair extensions.
In case you weren't here for the first half, what did they miss? You guys missed. What did they miss? They missed some discussion, hide and seek, dealing with the guards. You dealt with the fallout from manscaping, the extremely invasive after effects to poor Quoras, looking beautiful now with a fly haircut and scrubs, and now he's wearing like green cloth wrapped around the scrubs while wearing armor over it. You guys went to the castle and you had a meeting with the council, discussing the things that you've encountered. There was some tension and suspicion between the Master of Coin, Stead Dundragon, which you only got his first name, most of you, but there was some tension, especially directed towards Stead, from Stead towards Nemeia. And those of you seeing that stare got a little hostile. You received a reward for your services of 500 gold. And after the meeting, the Master of Secrets, Aldym Maurmeril, pulled Void aside, had a little discussion, and said that they wanted to meet with you tomorrow and that they would find you. It is now about 3 o'clock as you are exiting the castle. What are you guys going to do?
We're outside now.
You are outside the castle, standing in the streets, a little distance away probably, but you are still in the heights, which is also where your room is.
Okay. The second we're away from any guards or higher-uppers, Nemeia visibly relaxes.
Overall, I think that went pretty well.
Yeah.
Neither of you two have heard from Adriell?
No.
Oh yeah, she wasn't in there. Adriell or Alicia looked at.
Ah!
Sorry, we were all dismissed. It's time to go to sleep, I would imagine. Really late.
Yeah. Should we go get a drink before going to bed?
Oh. I mean,
I could do with a drink.
last night was
But not a magic one. We'll just go get just some regular drinks.
last night was really long, and drinking was not good. Actually, it was really good. I mean, no. What do you want to do? She looks at you, Nemeia. You want a drink?
I was going to grab a drink and go to bed.
I should probably.
You want to come with us, Alicia?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Thank you.
All right. Do you know where a pub is?
Are you
Tavern
looking-
open late?
Well, I mean, all the taverns generally have somebody working anytime. Where are you staying?
I look to the rest of the group.
A discreet flame.
I know how to get there. I don't know where it is.
I can lead you there, if that's where we want to go. I mean, there's a couple other taverns in town.
Oh, is there a tavern where we're staying?
Yeah, that's tavern and inn.
Was it party atmosphere?
The discreet flame and Void has utilized this location previously. It is not so much a like jumping like party place. It is where people go to exchange services,
Manage their affairs in a private place.
But it's known that this is what happens there. Nobody says anything about it, but it is kind of a low key place. It's not so much of a party place.
Yeah.
She's like, if you're looking for a party place, I mean, yes, I mean in the Heights.
Someone there's got music.
Well, yeah,
Just anything.
either the Bitter Frog or the Icky Wall.
Oh,
We did want to see what the icky wall was, just because I'm
Yeah.
curious if that name has a reason, and if so, why is the wall icky?
I feel like the bitter frog has got a specialty drink I really need to try. An icky
Oh,
wall?
We can do whatever. I mean,
Pub
we can go
crawl, back
pub
to the
crawl.
place.
I mean, if you want to hit, we can hit all the taverns in town. There's only 4 in this district, but we can hit them all, or we can. I mean, it depends on what you want. I don't have. I mean, tomorrow's kind of my off day, so I can do whatever.
Should we go? Let's go look at what they're like first.
Sure. The icky wall.
Icky wall.
All right. She leads you a few blocks, and you guys arrive at this building, and it's instantly recognizable as to why it's called the Icky Wall. A lot of places have those those things where you put like gum on the wall or things like that. This has something very like that. There is just random stuff that is stuck to the wall. There's no pattern. There's no reasonable explanation for what it is. People just come by and stick stuff to the wall whenever they can. And it's just one of those local landmarks that everybody knows about. Everybody, like, tourists have to come see it at least once.
How tall is the wall?
It's 20, 30 feet. I mean, it's a couple stories because it's a tavern. So, like, most of it's within, like, reachable stuff. Like, if somebody wanted to do stuff from a higher window or something, like, there's a lot of open space in the upper reaches of it. But the wall itself, it's been here for a little while.
I'd like to jump and stick something to the wall.
Okay. What are you going to stick to the wall?
Well, I don't know. Let me look.
So just to double check, you can reach from the window to the icky wall.
To the wall.
Sure. From like an upstairs,
To
from
the
like an upstairs
window.
window. Yeah.
To the wall.
From the upstairs window, you can get to the wall.
So the ick drops down that wall.
Yes. That's the hopes, is that the ick will drip down the walls.
All my tieflings crawl.
Yep.
Ski ski.
So what are you doing, Edie?
Edie's just got one of her bells that she's just gonna like rip off of her dress, just one of like a little cat bell, and she's just gonna jump and put it as high as she can. And she wants to like get it where no one else has got it before. So that's the
Okay.
goal.
All right. So do your jump powers.
My jump powers. What is it?
Roll another 8.
With your jump
do I?
powers combined.
It's a D8, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got this is like white men can't jump kind of thing. She's got the Woody Harrelson.
And a 5.
Okay. And so that's what,
So
like
far.
8?
6,
8
7, 8?
Yeah.
8 feet, yeah.
So you run and jump and did you put anything on it to make it stick to the wall?
You said the wall was sticky.
No, it's icky.
No. Edie just slaps the bell
So as
to
you
the
slap
wall.
at the bell, ding ding ding, and falls to the ground. Clink 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 clink.
What?
Here,
Why didn't
Edie,
it stick?
Can I help?
Hmm. Edie holds the bell.
I'm gonna take the bell, and then I've got a tinderbox,
Mhm.
and I'm assuming it has some like wax or something in it that
Sure.
I can like, like kindling. I'm gonna climb up the wall.
Kindling,
As high as
wax,
I can get.
same thing.
I have dogs.
You use wax for kindling.
Yeah, see if you can get him while he's climbing.
Him or the bell?
Chorus start.
The bell. I did mean chorus, but the bell.
I mean, I could try both. Not that I think he'd
Try and
appreciate
get his
it.
hand. No, don't.
So
What
can
do
I?
you want me to aim?
What do I need to do to climb the wall?
Just make a. Well, I mean, you don't have a climbing speed, so you can make like an athletics check.
I do have a climbing speed.
Do you? Then you're fine.
Cool.
It's
Cool.
I
can
mean,
climb up the wall.
make a dex check to see if you're like. Are you trying to do it in an area like above other sticky thing or other things that have been stuck to the wall?
Yeah, I'm getting as high up as I possibly can, where there's nothing
Okay,
stuck to
so
the wall.
do a dex check to see how good you are at avoiding the other stuff stuck to the wall without knocking stuff off.
A check or a saving throw?
Check.
17.
Okay. You kind of get a feel for. I mean, you've been here before. You know, or at least this town. You know that something like this, and in all your other travels, any places that have things like this becomes kind of a landmark, and so people would be very disappointed if you started knocking off other people's contributions to the wall. So you very carefully climb, and you manage to avoid knocking anything off as you climb, and you get up to a higher location. And you are probably about 12, 15 feet up.
Cool. Then yeah, I'll just I guess put the bell in my mouth. Like I think I climbed up with the bell like just in my teeth, and then with one hand try to like pull out the tinderbox and like melt some of the wax onto the bell.
How are you melting the wax one-handed while on the wall?
I feel like some of these things should have been done before the climb.
Probably.
I absolutely am in agreement. Do we want to retcon that a little bit and say that you did that on the
Just saying,
ground?
Nemeia's just there.
Oh,
I
here.
don't
Here we
think I
go.
put that
Better.
through.
3 o'clock in the morning,
I
you
have a
really
torch.
tired, you just fell off.
I have a torch. I'm assuming the torch has resin on it.
It does.
And I use some of the resin from the torch to stick it to the wall. We'll say that.
So, are you still on the wall one-handed trying to do this? Because
No, I would have like stuck the resin to the bell and then put the bell. in my
okay,
mouth.
there we go. So now you have resin in your mouth. Perfect.
No.
Yeah.
Putting
Yes,
the sticky
you
end
can do it.
outside.
You can do it. It's fine. You can do it.
Cool.
Yes. So you get up there and you are able with some of the resin from your torch to get it and stick it to the wall.
Cool. And then on the way down, I cast light on it so that it shines.
Aw. How long does the spell last for?
An hour.
So for
Wait, have my horns been glowing this entire time?
no,
No, I
they've
took that
gone
off.
now. They would have gone out on your travel to the castle because it was about an hour carriage ride. All right.
How long does my dark vision last?
I think it was only like
That
an
was-
hour or two, wasn't
It
it?
was an hour.
I think that was like 8 hours, wasn't it?
Was that Anna's spell?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's
Look
just
that
an
up.
hour, but I can.
I'll look it up, but you can go ahead and keep going here.
Okay.
So you guys heading inside?
Mhm.
Okay. You walk in, and behind the counter, you see a female, and she is wearing like this leather, like tunic with like belt buckles, almost like piratey kind of gear. She's got like a rag, a turban, kind of not turban, but like a bandana, like wrapped around her head. And she has big hoop earrings, and she looks at you. One of her eyes is green and one is blue. And she
Wow.
looks at you and welcome to the H.E.R.O.E. I'm Aldym. Pleasure to meet you.
What was the name of the pub
Pleasures.
before? The wall.
It was just the wall.
Makes sense.
And then people started off as, I don't know if it was drunks or pranks, but people started putting things on the wall and we'd wash it and then things would go back up. And every time we cleaned it off, people would put more up there and we finally just embraced it and it's become a landmark. And honestly, business has gotten a lot busier since we embraced it. And so we have the Icky Wall.
We stuck something to it.
You did? What did you add?
A bell, and it's glowing.
Oh, I love it.
Do you have any house drinks?
Mm.
Oh, like a specific special that I make?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
The wall scraping. Go
Oh
out.
God.
Nope.
we do
Make a
have,
Constitution saving throw.
we do have a couple that we like to pull out every once in a while if you are feeling adventurous, or we have just the standard fare.
Adventurous. We're adventurers.
Is there? And then Alicia's like, is there anything that's gonna make me say anything that I shouldn't say? It's fine. It's fine if we do. I just want to know ahead of time if that's gonna happen. And she just like looks and she's like, nope, I don't think so. I mean, all alcohol, I guess, technically has that possibility. Depends on how much you drink. But no, nothing that will just make you do it. Let me see here. We have. Let me see. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? What are you looking to spend? That'll help me understand.
I don't know. I got
You know what?
a lot of permission.
Yeah. Can I just have the strongest of whatever the hell you have?
Mm-hmm. And then a shot for everybody.
All right. Now, we have things that are expensive, and then we have how adventurous are you feeling tonight?
Very.
12 out of 10.
I have a challenge drink. Most people pass on this, but it fits the icky wall.
Smash.
Smash.
All right. Do you all want this drink?
Yes, please.
Alicia's like,
Nemeia?
Sure. Okay.
You guys could be boring.
okay.
No, I'll do it.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. The bartender pulls up 5 shot glasses and pours from this bottle, and it is yellow.
Ooh.
Not like, almost like apple juice yellow.
Very
And sets it in front
dehydrated.
of you,
Dehydrated, yeah.
and sets it on the table in front of you. All right, no cost if you take the shot.
I doubt
How
it.
many are there?
There's one for each of you.
Nemeia doesn't waste any
course they
time.
do.
She shoots
Yeah.
it.
I down it as well.
Immediate.
Damn.
Alicia
Do I-
stops to smell it.
Does it smell alright? Edie does smell too, actually.
Nope.
It's-
Nemeia doesn't care.
Nope.
Go ahead and make a con save for everybody.
I was gonna
Amazing.
say I'm gonna slap a judgment on as I shoot it. Just be like, Ishki, save me! Whee!
Oh, I just got a natural 20!
Perfect. What was that? Natural 20?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Everybody. So, Chorus, what'd you roll?
11.
Just enough. Nemeia,
24.
Void.
21.
All of you, except Alicia.
Oh.
Actually, no. She just rolled enough. Okay, good. Everybody in the bar watches as you take the shot, and they're waiting expectantly. And when nothing happens, they start applauding.
Can
Yeah, you did it!
I was gonna say, can I
course.
add something to that when they're like watching expectantly? Void's just gonna like, oh no, oh no, and just like start making their face melt and like sag and oh no.
That's never happened before.
No, I'm kidding. Haha.
Okay. You guys have the admiration of all the bar goers. You get advantage on all charisma checks at the bar for the rest of the night,
Hey.
and a free drink of your choice or a free round of ale beer for the bar. You just all took shots of goat's piss.
Oh,
Edie's like, this
appropriate.
tastes familiar.
I knew it smelled familiar. Oh, gross. Well, at least do we get our names or somewhere for beating the challenge?
Tangy aftertaste? Is that just me?
Yeah.
It's very
Grassy.
gamey.
Not much alcohol in it.
None.
No.
Literally none. It's just,
Oh, well, what? How is it a challenge?
Wait, how is that a challenge?
you just drank goat's piss. Most people throw up. So,
Eh,
All the list I've had.
yeah, I've had worse things in my mouth. That didn't
Whoa.
come out right.
No, you stepped right in it.
I've never tried my own pee.
Yeah, no, can't say I've been desperate enough to do that.
You've
But,
clearly underestimated the level of our weekend shenanigans.
Mm-hmm. That was a boring challenge. Try us again.
You know what? Why don't we just do a challenge between ourselves? Let's see who can take the most amount of shots.
Yes.
Of the goat's pee or of actual shots?
No, God, no,
Actual shots.
actual shots. Because I'm looking to get messed up.
I'm
Yeah.
okay with the challenge.
Just just chuck us 20 shots, and we'll see how many we can get through.
What
More
are
than-
you?
Oh,
what are
there's
you,
so many of us. Let's go. Wait.
It's okay, I've got it.
What are you wanting
know
shots
math.
of?
The strongest you have.
Mm-hmm.
We have some orc's blood.
Let's do it.
Is it alcoholic?
It's very alcoholic.
Yeah, it's not literal, right?
Yes.
I would
No.
normally not have to ask that, but considering we did just
Yes,
literally
yes.
imbibe a bodily fluid, I feel like it's apropos of the situation.
I appreciate you double checking.
And Nemeia and Void would remember this from their first
Yep,
adventure meetings
this-
together.
This is what KO'd Goromar.
Yep, and you guys spent all your healing points and everything trying to just
Before we
recover
went into
from drinking.
combat. Yes.
Yep,
Yep, this
because
is
we're
a,
smart.
We
This is a
started off on a chaotic
kingdom-wide.
foot and nothing has changed.
not at all. So you want how many shots?
Let's start with 3 each.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And she pours 15 shots. Are we doing a tab or are we paying up front?
Okay, up front, just in case we don't
well,
make
yeah.
it back to the bar.
All right. Well, then your first 15, say, is 5 silver per drink. That's 15 times 5 is 75 silver. Or you can do some gold and, don't forget to tip your server.
Yeah, here's 10 gold pieces.
80, no!
Thank you very much.
No, no, I scooped that back up.
Oh,
Wait, you
That's-
said 75 silver.
yes, that's I mean,
Yeah.
How
That's
much is that
10.
engulfed?
7.5.
7.5 gold.
Oh! Okay, sorry. Yep. Never mind.
You
Apparently that goat's piss was alcoholic.
okay?
It's okay. I apparently learned
Was
math
thinking it was
within
cent.
the last 1 minute. There was a guess for me too. I assumed it was way too much.
Yeah, I was thinking, no, it's 1 gold. Like, Jesus.
That was actually spot on. That was basically like, 7 and I'll round up to 10 for a tip. You nailed it.
He
Edie's
sets
guess.
shot, boom, 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 right in front of each of you, pours them all out. And again, for those who've not had orc's blood, it is this thick, blackish red, sulfuric smelling, very thick. When it pours out, it's almost like NyQuil or cough medicine. It's very thick.
Yum.
It coats the side of the glass. It does not pour it. It kind of gloop, gloop, gloop as it comes out of the bottle. Sets it in front of each of you. Do you have
Sounds it.
rooms for the night just in case?
Yes.
Mhm.
Here.
No.
We'll figure it out.
Oh,
We'll be
good.
fine.
Well, do you want to maybe put a little extra towards a room just in case you need to stay here tonight? That way we can have somebody drag you upstairs. That way we're not going through your things while you're
Don't worry.
unconscious. Okay, well, you might just end up in the alley, just to be forewarned if you don't want to pay for a room.
Been in worse places. Down's the shot.
Okay, con saving throw.
Bottoms up.
Bottoms up.
Con saving.
Oh, what
throw?
saving? Another con?
Con saving throw, and these will get progressively harder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got
Oh,
an
no.
11 on this one.
11 too.
Both of you immediately black out. Face plant into the bar. Alicia like
30-20.
shoots hers with you, and she's like, "This tastes awful. Like, why are we drinking? Ugh." Ah. Although it's better than that
Because it
goat's piss, but barely.
This gets you messed up real quick.
Oh, good. Quoras, would you roll?
17.
Perfect. You guys both succeed. Is anybody going to do anything about Void and Edie, or are you just letting them sleep?
Just,
It
Chorus,
is
what's
not.
the drinks?
It is not peaceful sleep. It is face planted into the counter.
Is there a spare booth or something?
Yeah, you look around. It's late enough that there's not very many people here right now. There is music playing. There's a lone person playing like a lute, and you see next to him they have a couple other instruments that they can play. But right now it's not super busy. Only about 5 or so people in here beside you.
Cool. I'm just gonna scoop Edie up over my shoulder, walk her over to the booth, and just like gently place her down. So she's sort of like leaning against the wall in the seat. And then I'll do the same to Void on the other side of the booth, and then go back and take another shot.
All right, go back and take a shot. Alicia shoots with you. Yeah, I'll roll my dice out of the tray. And make another con save.
$15 for me.
Okay.
22.
All 3 of you take another shot. Oh, you're starting to feel definitely lightheaded. You are feeling this, but you are still okay. All 3 of you are up. This is.
I go again.
I feel funny. Do it.
Whoops. Natural 20 for a 26.
19 for a 21.
All 3 of you still in it. Alicia takes another shot. She's like swaying now, but she's in it still. There's
Maybe
4 shots sitting untouched
Shot.
from your friends that you've already paid for. Alicia doesn't even hesitate. She grabs and just throws it back.
Oh, wow, she's not surviving this.
Nope. She swallows it. She throws it back, and this time just keeps going and falls off the back of her stool, and ends up like on her shoulder's neck, and her legs like folded forward over the top of her head. So she's like bent over, literally like what, ass over tea kettle kind of thing.
There's a comment there that I want to make, but I'm not
Yeah,
going to.
Edie's passed out. She can't
Like
talk.
that looks familiar. What?
18 for the second one, or for the next one.
Just enough.
How many do we have? We have 2 shots left, right?
You have. There was 4, so there's 1 shot left.
Oh, okay.
19.
You succeed.
Oh, my
Now,
heart's
at
pounding.
this point, you are both going to be rolling at disadvantage for any shots going forward because you are super
Chorus
drunk
is not
already.
drinking anymore.
You are super drunk at this point. You've managed to stay conscious, but you are super drunk. So if you want to do any more, you can, but it is at disadvantage.
There's one more drink.
There's 1 more drink.
I mean, we paid for it.
At disadvantage, please.
Yeah. And you know what? They were both 17s, so that's a 23.
And it is enough. You pull back the last one, and she looks at you. Aldym looks at you, and she's like, "That was the craziest shit I've ever seen. Well done."
Lady, you haven't seen
Nope.
crazy.
Your breath is really terrible right now. I like it. I mean, I like you. You're wonderful. You just drank goat's piss and a bunch of orc's blood. Please just back here a little bit. She like hands you like some herbs, like parsley, like mint herbs to like chew on. That'll help some.
Do I recognize it?
You can make a nature check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Fair. 10. Math.
Hard to say in your current state. They look harmless enough. And you feel like
Sure.
if she wanted to hurt you at this point, she probably could have done so easily enough.
I'll start chewing him.
It helps your breath a little bit.
How are Edi and Void? Are they still passed out?
Oh yeah, this is they're done for the night at this point.
Okay. How's Chorus looking?
How did we get Goramar back up?
Because he passed out drinking.
You guys used healing
Multiple.
spells to get him back.
Yeah.
I mean, you could wake them up. They're not unwake-upable. They're not dead. They're not unconscious. They're just passed out. They can be slapped awake a little bit or something like that if you wanted. But otherwise, they're sleeping on their own until somebody wakes them.
How's Chorus looking?
He's super drunk.
How much is a room?
For how many?
1.
One room.
Yeah.
Okay. One room. For just you? Are you staying alone?
No. No. This
Oh.
is for her. And I'm going to point to Alicia.
Oh. Okay. You're just gonna put her in by herself. Then it should be about. Look, because you won the challenge and you did something so impressive, I'm gonna give you a discount on this. I'll give you 3 silver for her for the night.
Ooh, I like you. Here's 5 silver.
Which was the actual cost of the room. All right, thank you. Does she need help getting to the room? Are you going to take her up? We need to help her?
No, she'll need help. I'm stairs. No. She'll need help.
She signals for somebody sitting by the door holding like a club, and he gets up and not overly gracefully grabs her. He's not anything inappropriate. He's just a kind of sack of potatoes her and takes a set of keys, takes her up to a room, tosses the key on the bed next to her, and then walks out. Comes back to you guys. So it takes his post by the door.
Boris, can you see straight enough to grab one of them?
I think so. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna walk over and try to pick up both Void and Edi.
Make a strength check
One
at
on each shoulder.
disadvantage.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
And a dex saving throw at disadvantage.
Okay, the strength check is a 9.
Okay.
The dex saving throw
At disadvantage.
is a 10.
Can I see him go backwards and try and push him forward or push him back up?
You do, and he falls forward into the booth with them on top of Void.
Oh, I wanted to. Okay. Oops.
Void stirs a little bit. Void, I'll say make another con save to see if the disturbance wakes you up.
10.
It stirs you, but not enough to wake you from the slumber.
What roll?
Con save?
15.
You do wake up from it, and you see yourself kind of curled up. And you're curled up in this corner of the booth, with your hand wrapped in your robes, in your pocket. And with your left hand, you feel something hard in your pocket that isn't tofu.
I grab
Already-
it and I pull it out.
When you reach in, your hand closes on something metal, and you pull it out, and you see it's a bracelet with it's a moon with a sunstone set in it, and it has like a hinge, like clasp kind of thing, so you can open it and close it, and wrap it around your.
Does it look familiar?
It does not. You've never seen it before in your life. But there is a piece of paper in the pocket that it was in.
I pull out the piece of paper and I blink my little passed out brain open and I grab Ellie and I put her up on my chest and cast comprehend languages so I can read this, and I'm still tucked in the booth. I wanted secrets tonight and I'm getting them.
Do a sleight of hand check just to see how well you are at this.
While that's happening, can I...
11.
This is dumb. Does restoration fix drunkenness?
Does it cover
it's a
poison?
condition.
Does it cover
Yes.
poison? Yeah, I'd say yes.
Poison. All right. Hell yeah. Chorus, I'm going to cast Lesser Restoration to sober up.
As you pull out the paper, it's not super sneaky. If anybody's paying attention, they can see it. I did just message you what the paper says.
I'm probably too drunk to notice anything like that.
And you might be more worried about Quoras collapsed on top of Void and stuff like that.
Can I, like, grab the back of Chorus's
Yeah.
robes and, like, pull him back up?
Grab the straps on his armor and pull him back, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy enough.
You good?
I think as Nemeia pulls Chorus up, he's casting Lesser Restoration. So he goes from just shit-faced to, like, awake. Oh, yep, all good.
That's cheating.
You want one?
Yeah.
Can I make a perception check to see what Edi's doing?
He's sobbing as she clasps a bracelet around her wrist.
Yes, you can. And it'll be a straight roll now that you're not.
17.
Alright.
Yeah.
I
You
start-
see her sobbing, and you are aware that she's over in the other corner booth, the other side of the booth, crying.
I start slapping Chorus' shoulder. No, heal me, no, sad eating, no drunk.
Chorus. I'm gonna grab Nemeia, cast Lesser Restoration as I do it, and then just sit her down on the bar as I walk over to Edi.
Oh, that's a spin. Oh my god.
Hey, Edi, what's wrong?
Adriel's gone. And I'm it.
Good job,
Adriel
Alexa.
speaking from beyond.
Good, go ahead. And I turn the note around and I show Chorus that it says, "Thank you for being my friend. You have been the sun to my moon, playing games and making me feel bright in my lonely darkness. Have this as a token of my friendship, and remember, I will always be your moon. You are an amazing person, Edi. Your friend, Adriell. You're it.
Yes, you're it.
P.S. You're it."
Well,
Void.
seems like she's okay, at least.
I guess at least I know that she's okay. She's not coming back.
Sure, we'll see her again.
But I made her a promise.
I can't.
If I were the king of the forest.
Yes.
I'm out of spells, so I can't do anything about that.
Wow, Void really can't hold their liquor.
No. Really. I feel okay. Why did she not say goodbye?
don't know.
Maybe
Did she put this in my robes?
She did it when you guys were doing getting ready to play tag in the hedge maze.
Yeah, but Edie doesn't know.
Okay, I thought you were asking me.
No.
Maybe we ask around about her tomorrow when we go to the temple district. See.
Yeah, make sure that she's
Find out.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Should we go to bed?
Probably a good idea.
Yeah. I don't want to drink anymore.
Let's go for a walk, I guess.
Chorus, can you grab Void?
Yeah, I'll pick up Void.
And I'm just gonna walk out and head back to
The discreet
the discreet flame. There we go.
You guys make your way. Go ahead, Edie.
Edie's just playing with the bracelet as she's walking.
You make your way through the town. It's probably now 4 or so in the morning. Just the darkest it's going to be, because it's always darkest before the dawn.
Teed that one up.
You make your way back to the inn, and different person standing behind the counter than what you saw earlier this morning. It's a little halfling male, and he looks up and, a room already?
Yes.
It's already been paid for.
All right. And he kind of just goes back to wiping the counters. Doesn't look like there's anybody in there at this point in time.
Lucky we didn't come here.
True.
Sorry, what?
Nothing.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Is there like a hallway with the doors for all the rooms?
yep. There's like a stairway you go up. There's it's 2 floors. The first floor has some rooms in the back, but your guys' room is upstairs.
Can Edie listen at doors as we walk down the hallway?
Sure. Make a perception check, but I'll say at disadvantage because you're drunk.
I had one drink.
Yeah, but you passed out.
Oh. Oh, 3.
Your head is ringing, buzzing, all the things. You don't hear anything other than the sounds of the inside of your head swimming.
These people are so noisy. Make my way down the hall. Flop onto the bed.
What
And
does
as
everyone else
people
do?
come, scoop them up into cuddles. Cuddle puddle.
Anybody else doing anything, or are you guys just all going to sleep?
I'll do what Eddie's like making me do, like just joining the cuddle puddle, but I'm not gonna fall asleep straight away.
Okay.
Can we what kind of night is it? Can we see the moon out the window?
Make a perception check. You see it's like almost like the Cheshire Cat smile, but it is a very thin strip of moon at this point, and you just see it peeking out from the clouds.
Why did you run off? Thought we were gonna do it together. It will leave me one way or another.
Who are you talking to, Nemeia?
Oh, shit. Sorry, I thought you were asleep. Adriell, it's dumb. I know she can't hear me, but
There are stranger things in the world. Perhaps she did hear.
maybe. But that hurt. I was finally making more friends, and she ran off. I made a promise that I'd help her and protect her, and I don't know. Maybe it didn't mean as much to her as it meant to me.
I have a feeling it did. Just needed to go our separate ways, perhaps. Ooh, I have a feeling we'll see her again.
Yeah. I'll make sure of it. And thanks for sobering me up too.
Yep. Honestly, wasn't really my original intention, but I felt like we might need to get these two home, so
Yeah.
was hoping to kind of just ride out the drunkenness until tomorrow, but well, here we are.
Yeah. Yeah, Edi's discovery really killed that buzz.
Yeah. It's alright. We'll go to the
Yeah,
Temple District tomorrow. What?
yeah, that sounds like a plan. I was just gonna say, I really do like your haircut.
Thank you. It's different.
In a good way.
Yeah, maybe it's time I move past that stage of my life onto something better.
Yeah. If I can help, let me know.
You are. All the heroes are. I think we're all growing together.
Yeah. And can I look and see if Edi and Void are asleep?
You can.
Is that like a perception
They-
check or?
Yeah, they are. They unless any of them. Void's passed out. Edie
Okay.
said she was going right to
Aw.
sleep, so I'm assuming she's asleep. Correct?
Yeah.
Or is she awake from the talking?
She looks asleep to everybody.
Go ahead and make a perception check. Not you,
Oh!
them.
Drop that dice. Ooh, that's another 17.
Got a 24 to prove I'm sleeping.
There you go.
Ah, bleh! I just wanted to say I'm sorry for your loss as well.
My loss.
Yeah, I don't actually know who they were to you. When you were drunk, you said that you killed someone because they were evil.
Yes.
I'm sorry you were put in that situation.
That's alright. Long story, but it was what it was.
It still sucks.
I've killed a lot of people.
So have I.
It's alright. We're making up for it.
Just you can talk to me if you want. I'm gonna stop asking you invasive questions.
No, it's fine. I just haven't had anyone to talk with about my past in a long time. It is a little weird, but I'm more than happy to tell you about it, but especially if it's helpful.
I mean, you say you're happy to talk about it, but you never bring it up, so I feel guilty dragging those memories to the surface.
They're there anyway. I never really forget. Just not something I'm going to bring up, but I don't mind if you do.
I don't think that's fair.
It is. Well, as fair as it can be.
Okay. Can I ask their name?
Their name?
Yeah.
Second. I have to go to the story.
Consulting notes, looking back into my memory banks.
Loading.
Don't remember the name of the person I loved and killed, but whatever.
Backstory.
Kill a lot of people.
Buster Jones.
Her name was Sahiri.
Sahiri.
Yeah.
Pretty name.
Yes. Feisty woman.
Was she also fallen like you?
No, she was a tiefling like you. Well, not like you, but... Oh.
Hell's gonna need a second. Not expecting that. Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Of course. Anything else you want to know? Anything else I can tell you about?
So much, but not tonight.
All right. Well, when you're ready.
Yeah, and again, this goes both ways. You can ask me stuff too. I know I've said that 100 times. I'm sorry, I'm babbling. And...
No. I just already know most of what I need to know about you. I figure anything else I find out, I'll learn in time.
Like what?
Like, what do I know about you already?
Yeah.
You're a good friend, a hearty fighter, and a loyal protector. It's enough for me.
Very vague.
Everything else is just detail.
Details can be important, though.
They can be, but I assume if there are important details, you'll share them with me. We'll find them out at some point. There have been details, they just don't really matter.
Like what?
The people you've killed, why they've deserved it or didn't, all sorts of things. It's all just details, but doesn't really speak to who you are.
What if it did?
Then I suppose it would be important, but so far it isn't.
Okay. Thanks for that.
For what?
Just Not caring?
Just don't care about the things that don't matter.
That's what I meant. Usually things that don't matter, people tend to fixate on.
That's fair. But people suck. That's why I lived most of my life without them. Or killing, I suppose. One of the two.
Yeah, that's kind of why I spent so many years on the run.
It happens. Anything specific that you were running from?
Mostly myself.
Understand that.
I got into a couple of really messy fights. I lost control a few times, and people started hunting me. Just running in general.
Understandable.
But with the heroes, I don't really feel like I'm running anymore.
I don't feel like I'm hiding.
Good. You shouldn't have to.
You shouldn't have to run. Guess we're both growing.
Sure.
Anyway, should sleep off those drinks, even though we took care of them. Especially since I have to go to the Temple of Matrix tomorrow. That's gonna be fun.
Do you want me to go instead?
No, I think I need to ask these questions.
Okay, well, we'll support you.
I know.
So I wouldn't mind going to a couple of temples myself.
Which ones?
Becletire
Of course.
and Aruna.
Probably a good idea.
But we'll deal with that tomorrow. It's late. Oh, early.
I have a feeling there'll
given
be
the
plenty of
position the
time
moon.
to visit these temples, and I am in no rush to get there, but we'll do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Good night.
Yeah. Good night.
Roll over and
course
smother
it's-
80.
The chorus is gonna go just like jump into the cuddle puddle.
Yeah, she'll like hold open a wing, like drape it over everyone as a blanket.
You're muted, Haley.
You're muted, Haley.
No!
Describe it
Every
again.
time. I've got okay, how it's working is she's got one arm now wrapped around Nemeia's waist on this side. She had her legs around Void with like one arm up around his head. So they're like, she's pressed her head into Void's head. And then Chorus is now scooped into Nemeia's other side.
So Void is just sleeping with a horn, just like digging into the side of his head.
Which
Yes.
I think
So,
that's
like,
how he
with an
sleeps
impression.
anyway.
That's how he sleeps every night. There's
Yeah,
he knows.
Permanent. That's why he's got the extra padding. He's got the leather armor, the robes, and the.
How does a cuddle
scrubs.
puddle work when two people have very sharp horns?
They stay at the
Poorly.
top.
Yeah, yeah.
Poorly. Perfect.
Okay.
They're aware of where their horns are. They have good perception. It's fine.
Edie doesn't, but she tries.
That is
She
an
gets the pillow.
interesting assumption that you just made. As sleep takes you all, Edie playing with the bracelet a little bit before she wraps up everybody and kind of cuddles. Void sawing logs. The sleep that only complete and utter drunkenness can cause. Quoras and Nemeia both fully aware, fully comprehensive because no longer affected by alcohol. You drift to sleep. Nemeia,
But now what?
your dreams take you to a place. You see a plain of darkness with rocky crags, desert of ash, rivers of lava. Blood and viscera coat the surface of the ground, all of which appears to be remnants of past battles. Red and black clouds in the sky flicker with gouts of orange flame. There are toothy mountains with sharp edges of crystalline rock. Many of the faces of the mountains seem to be etched with the faces of torment. The sounds of wailing and moaning and screams are heard in the distance, and you stand on the edge of a river. Around you, fireballs explode. And then you hear the sound of water. And the vision shifts, and you are taken to deep, dark, murky water. You feel the squishiness of mud in your feet. All around you, seaweed starts clinging to you and wrapping around you. But when you turn and look at it, it recoils, almost as if intimidated by you. And then inside your head, you hear Soon. And that is where we will end today's session.
What?
Dang it!
What?
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 40. It was good to have y'all here. It was good to be each other.
Getting
It was fun.
Dark.
Got a little dark, yeah. Guess, but it was good. It was good dark. Best kind. I don't know if that's good kind. But it was really good, guys. Thank you so much, everybody who did show up. We really appreciate you. We are going to do a raid again. I mean, I show Legends of Evantris as like one of the only ones I see on, so we can do them again. Until next week, though, when we're going to bring you episode 41, make sure you come back for that, because we are really looking forward to seeing. I will not have the pink hair next week. Yes.
Nope, it's staple. Gotta have it every
This is
So
this is my-
good.
Every week. I really like how it looks on you, dude.
It looks so good.
Yeah. Scene Queen Dustin.
The whole
Yep.
stream, just the whole like. Every time
And
I
then the
touched I'm like,
fixing
oh,
it.
that's
Yeah.
here for it.
It is my Vix impression, actually, not my Edie impression. Vix is Edie, and Nemeia is Quoras, and vice versa.
Haley was Dustin for a little while.
She was,
Yeah,
and
earlier.
Ball did
But
not
being
become
me-
her.
but being me is a lot. So
It is. It's a lot of work. It's hard work. It's a lot.
not easy being green. But until then, make sure you come back next week. Make sure you stick around for our raid. Be kind
for the
to each
raid.
other. Be kind to yourself. Drink your water. Spay and neuter your pets. And as always,
New one.
What
are
did
you
you
ready
say?
for more
I mean,
tales?
yeah, do it. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everybody.